Alright, let's see.
Impossible.
No, let's go! Oh shit, I got 2 drops! No, I got the... No! I got the core and the pet! Oh, let's go! Oh shit! Hey, let's go! What's good, y'all boys, and welcome to my hard mode flawless Zuk guide. Alright, so for the inventory that I use for hard mode Zuk is you would bring a shield just like in any other PVM scenario. Right? You don't need Turtling 4. In my attempts, I never used Turtling 4 as the perk, so I wouldn't recommend it. You could use it if you're lazy, but sure. Elder Overload Salves, I bring 2 because the fight for me, it lasts about 40 minutes because I 2-cycle all the DPS checks when he's on his throne. So having 2 salves, it extends for those times. No weapon poison triple plus because it's good to have those extra poison damage for the minions, even though Zuk isn't poisonable. Super restore flask for the last phase of Zuk. Well, actually the boss fight, because he does an attack that takes off your max HP and you need to restore it with super restores. A blessed flask. It's really good. Like if you really need prayer, a blessed flask is amazing. And if you don't have it, just bring a lot more super restores or prayer potions. Adrenaline renewal flask, because you need adrenaline here. Is really niche and you could use it different places. Vulnerability bombs, because you already know that extra damage is, you really need the extra damage here. If you're using magic like me, bring another pouch. Like I have 2 pouches for Insight, Fear, and Anime Dead and Smoke Cloud. Those are the main 3 I'll be using. An Ancient Ritual Shard. It's really niche to have extra prayer every 5 minutes. And it's pretty useful. I like it. The Excalibur because the extra heals and the Planet Feet switch on it. Ring of Vigor because I didn't think it was going to be good, but it's really good to save all that extra adrenaline when using ultimates. I have an FSOA because I grinded it. You don't need to bring one, but it's useful, I guess. If you don't have the Grimoire, it's not as useful, but it has its place. Rock Tail, I used that as food, and Sarah Brews also. Like I bring 4 and the rest for food. And then a Combat Dummy Mark II. This right here is for the first challenge, so you can use chain on it with Karaming 4 on your weapons, so it'll hit all of them. But let me show you how to get this dummy. Assuming you have the levels and the invention level for this, you would go to the Invention Guild, so you would just teleport to Falador and run north from the Lodestone to get to the Invention Guild. And you will come to the Inventor's workbench, manufacture, and you go to Combat Support, and then you will go to the Combat Dummy. So what you would need is deflecting parts and strong components. Those are the main things that you would need for getting this Combat Dummy. Regarding the gear that I'm going to be wearing for hard mode Zuk, you don't need Crit Bloom necessarily. It helps more, but having tank mage armor is really good. So I got Superior Sea Singers, which is free, you get from ports, player-owned ports. And I got the hood, I got the top, and I got the bottom. I have tier 80 Blast Fusion boots, Cinderbane gloves for the monsters, like, you know, the low mobs. It doesn't work on Zuk, so yeah, it's mainly for the mobs. The Wand of Appraisal, tier 92, and the Sea Singer's offhand. Alright, Chandler's Ring, for, you know, those extra crits on the channeled abilities. I have the Big Boy Cape. If you did normal mode, you should be able to start doing hard mode, but yeah, I got the Big Boy Cape. Just make sure you have like one of the other igneous capes, at least, like for the Omni Power. It just makes it easier for you. And I have the Scripture of Jazz. It never misses, like just like versus the scripture of when. And yeah, because most people use the when book, but I use the jazz book here. And regarding the essence of finality, I have Closet Gothics in it. Regarding the archaeology relic power, I have Persistent Rage, Luck of the Dwarves, and Fury of the Small. Regarding the abilities, I like to keep it simple. I don't like to have the whole bottom of my screen being used up, so this is how I have my layout set out. And before we start the kill, this is the current chest I have. I currently have the whole collection log in the chest. I got the pet, the scripture. I got 2 Harkin pets, which was kind of cool. And I got 2 blades. And I have a Magma Tempest also. So regarding the money potential that you can earn here, it is extremely high. If you get the drops, it's very good. Regarding the Beast of Burden, I bring a yak, and this is what I have inside of the yak. It's just a bunch of brews and a bunch of rocktail. Alright, so we're ready to go for the kill. Alright, so the first thing you would do is always warm your hands over the bonfire. Get that extra HP bonus. Teleport to Anachronia. And we're gonna go get that thermal waters buff, which is an extra 3% to your max HP. So if you have it unlocked, you would just come to the spa, right click, go to thermal bath. Get that going. Right? Go back to War's Retreat. Open the yak. And we're gonna get our inventory. Inventory 1, inventory 2. We already have 100% adrenaline. And let's go. Alright, so the aura we're gonna be using is Vampirism. Alright, so Vampirism. I extended it so for another hour. Turn on your God Book. Turn on hard mode.
Interesting. You return.
Alright, so the first thing you would do, Planet Feet switch into Sunshine here. Animate dead. And then all the mobs will start coming to you. Right? So just keep fighting them. Wait till you see those birds. Right? Chain into big boy hits. And that's it. That's the first wave.
To the slaughter.
Right? So the second one is range. 2 ranges on each side. And by every 45 seconds, the rain will come down.
Fall and burn to ash.
So just, like, be prepared by 45. That you're gonna have to move. Right, so this is all melee. You can get a good heal with the chain. Right, so then this will be done. Right, so where I go after this is I come to this rock right here. And after a while, there's going to be one ranger right here. Get him out the way. And then after this, the fire is going to fall down from the sky.
Fall and burn to ash.
Right on schedule. Right, just get that out the way. Right, so just, you know, you can play it safe. You don't gotta go too crazy with it. Right, so when that's out the way, continue on. You can heal up from this guy. Alright, so now that he's almost gone. Right, so now we can move on. Heal off this. And then wave 4 is where you gotta do the big DPS checks. Right? So wave 4. So by this, if you have Smoke Cloud him now. Alright, so this first Igneous that you see is you have to stun him to make him vulnerable. Right? So just keep going with DPS, regular stuff. So when this ranger comes, just make sure you're cognizant of your range prayer. I click this one just to surge over. This Igneous right here, the ranger one, you need to do thresholds or ultimates. So just burst this one down. Come over here, anticipate for these range hits, magic. And then move over here. So all you would do is just move to the side, and then you'll be safe. You might attract these over here, but it is what it is. Right? So just keep DPS and make sure you have 100% before continuing. Right? So freedom this bleed off there. Sunshine. And then go in. Right, so what I do is Greater Concentrated Blast into that, Limitless, Asphyxiate, and most likely you're gonna have to 2-cycle it. So I have to 2-cycle it,
Not bad. All of you
which is it's all good. I'm not gonna cry about it. Right, so just continue on, keep doing this. It's the same thing. He's a stun. Make sure you're aware of that ranger. Click him so you can dash like that. Right? Right, so if the fall is here, just move over in the front. And to make it cool, you can diagonal yourself to make it easier for you. So after he's gone, all you gotta do is that and surge. Make it easier for you. Alright, anticipate so you don't get hurt as much. Burst his bubble, then walk around. And then DPS it out. It should be easy. Alright, so after he's gone, surge again. Freedom to bleed. Sunshine again, because you need sunshine for the first two challenges. So try to build up to 60% at least. Right, so this is where the combat dummy comes in. So after he does that to you, combat dummy, click it, chain, omni into it, and then just start bursting down everybody else. And that's it. That's how you do the first challenge.
It appears you
Alright, just
have
build some more
exceeded
adrenaline.
my expectations.
This next one's gonna be range,
Or crawl and die.
so get rid of him fast. And I usually come right here, so it blocks anybody and it keeps Jad over there. Alright, so this bird is gonna start moving. And then this big guy is gonna start moving. Magma Tempest if you have an FSOA. It has its use. Right, so once he's gone, you can use Devotion. Make it easier for you, for your survivability. Alright, so once he's gone,
Fall and burn to ash.
alright, so you see how now we're in an awkward position. So basically, you can just debilitate him and move over here. And then you know, keep DPSing him out. And that's it. So then you move on to Jad. So that's range. And you know, just regular DPS. That's mage. That's range. Mage. Range. Just regular stuff.
The skies burn.
So after you hear that, just move. Alright, so after he's done, get the bird. You can bleed it out or combust it out. And then come to the same spot. Come to that exact same spot if you have sunshine. And then these two birds wave 7. So what I like to do is I like to chain them together. And that's it. Alright, so what you want to do is now you can lure these over here.
Flames consume.
Right, so if the flames come, same thing. Now you got devotion on, make it a little bit easier for you. Right, heal off that. Get a devotion extension. Get another extension. Because you want to make it easier for you. All right, so get all the ranges out of the way. And always be cognizant of your enemy dead. Alright, so you want to have 100% after this phase for, well, after this wave for Sunshine again. So just, you know, just keep it going. And if you don't have it, don't sweat it. Alright, so I don't have it. So what you can do, you can hit Zuk one good time.
Fight worm.
Stand in the same spot.
Die.
Alright, stand in the same spot. Get rid of this one, the bigger one, because he has like a buff thing that the more he stands still, the more attack damage he has. So get him out the way. Alright, so just keep it going. Alright, so devotion now, if you have to. Get a good little extension.
Burn to ash.
Right, that's another extension. Alright, since we lured him by mistake. Alright, so he's out the way. Let's get this major out the way. Because now, since this range is too far back... Right. Alright, let me just res this. Yeah, it still gives you good heals. Like, the more stacks he has, the harder the heal is. Alright, so that's it. Wave 9. Wave 9 is the repeat of Wave 4. So just...
Consume you. Face the sector. Fight
So
or
that's it.
die.
Just stun the first one. We're outside of the fire wave that comes down. No regular stuff. Be cognizant of the ranger, because it's the same thing. Click him right here. Do a dash. The ranger is ultimates or thresholds, so always remember that. Anime Dead was about to run out. We just renewed it. Alright, so anticipate. Eat a little bit. Break his shell before you move over it to the other side. Continue with the DPS.
Fall and burn to ash.
Just move to the side like that. That's all you gotta do. As soon as that comes, right, so the same thing again. Sunshine. You can throw your vulnerability bomb.
The coward's trick.
Alright, so you're gonna mess up the DPS like I did. But it doesn't matter. If it's still a 2 cycle, we still gotta do it. Right, so we messed up a little bit. But it is what it is. Alright, so we'll just do this over again. Because we're 2 cycling. Right. Him back over. Prey range. Thresholds to this. Bomb bomb. Try to get him down before that rain comes.
Flames
right, right on time. Alright, so get that out the way. And you see how none of them are attacking me, right? So yeah, just continue with the DPS. Right, Surge. Freedom that bleed. You're gonna need Sunshine again for this challenge right here. So we're gonna need a lot more. Bomb, 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 bomb. Right, so just have at least, you know, 60+%. And this is why we have adrenaline renewals. Right, so do your Omni. Do your high heavy thresholds. Right, so you see how just Omni Power and Asphyxiate finished it? Right, so wave 11 is 2 Jads. Right, so that's magic. So for this, you're going to want to do it fast because you can do it before the rain comes. But if you're slow at it, it is what it is. Overload because you need it. Weapon poison because you need it. And the crazy thing about this bird, it drains your adrenaline, which is bad. And your prayer. Right, so once he's out the way, pay attention to this other Jad, lure this little bird, click on Jad, and surge toward him. Try to chain him, and then you'll hit everybody else. Alright, so chain, and you see how you hit everybody? Try to chain them again. That's it. And the crazy thing about these mages is that they can cast an immune spell on anybody. Alright, so after this wave is done, do Sunshine again. And come right here, because this ranger pops up and this is going to be mage with the dogs. Alright, so after he's done, you can focus on the dogs or build up to 60%. And from 60%, chain this range into this. And that's it. That's how you deal with that. So what you can do, Devotion now, if you want, and try to get some extensions. Right, so after you get some extensions,
Fall and burn to ash.
make it a little bit easier for you. So after these magics are done, focus on the last magic, and then there's going to be a last bird. Alright, so the bird is here. Come back to that exact same spot.
Fight worm or crawl and die.
Right? There's going to be one ranger and the rest are going to be dogs and magic. Right, so try to get rid of the ranger as fast as you can. And there we go.
Flames consume you.
Right, so the crazy thing about these majors is that they can cast that immunity. So, yeah, just get rid of them as fast as you can. Try to chain them if you can. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. So if you want to devotion now, and you see this ranger back here, he's been gaining stacks. So you can use his stacks and you can get a good resonance. So we're gonna handle that last dog, right?
Fall and burn to ash.
Right, so just freedom that bleed, and then watch this heal. Oh, well that was a bad heal. But you see how he's hitting me for 3,000? Thought it was gonna give me a better heal than that. Come on, Ranger. You're supposed to give me big heals. Alright, so wave 14 is the exact same as wave 4 and 9.
You face the Sector. Fight or die.
So remember, stun him. You can get some good heals back. Be aware of that ranger. Click him over there. Surge over. The thresholds are ultimate for this one. And try to beat this one before the rain comes. Anticipate. Pray magic. Destroy the shield before you move over.
The skies burn.
And remember, always move all the way to the side. You may attract the other ones, but you may not. Alright, so Surge. Sunshine.
Treacherous dog.
Standard DPS rotations like this. It may not give you the whole thing, but it'll at least bring it down. Alright, so we got 30k left.
Attack.
Alright, so remember, this one's a stun. Click him over there, Surge. And this last challenge right here, you remember how I was talking about that Turtling 4?
Burn to ash.
You don't need Turtling 4 for this. And I'm going to show you why. Alright, break the shield before you go back over. But yeah, standard DPS rotations. And the main thing about this last one is that you would want 100% before you even start the last challenge.
Caught me off guard.
Right, so as soon as this challenge comes,
Weary of this.
you would put on your shield,
It quickly.
and you can resonance that first hit. So resonance, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. And that's it. That's how you do the last phase. Or the last challenge, sorry. And you can just build off adrenaline, run back, surge over, because the 3 Jads are coming. Wave 16 is all Jads. Alright, so that's magic. That's range. I like to FSOA spec here. Even though I don't have a grimoire, it has its use. Alright, so that's magic. That's range. Magic. And that's it for the first Jad. So I like to move over here to the right. Deal with the second Jad.
Fall and burn to ash.
So that fall would come. You would just dodge it. Anime dead expire. Let's put it back on. That's magic. That's range. Alright, so as soon as that one's done, since you're at an angle, you can just surge over. Continue along.
Flames consume you.
Right, so now we got the flame. And in reality, you only have 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 to actually move from the time where he actually says the rain is coming to actually start moving before you get hit by it. Alright, so make sure you're overloaded. You know, it'll help. So this last, when we're here, Hararkin is right here. So get your planet feet switch ready.
Rise, Harakan.
Alright, so just come to the middle. Put your sunshine on and have enough space to actually move. So I'm gonna stand over here. Right, so you'll see why. So as this comes, just walk to the other end of your sunshine. And then when you hear the fall, just move on to the other side of the sunshine. Alright, so just gain adrenaline. And you see how I'm not using my adrenaline pot here? Because you don't really need it right now. That's if you want to be super sweaty, but we're trying to take it relaxed here. Alright, so one thing I was missing is the vulnerability bomb. That would have helped out a lot, actually. That would have helped out a lot, actually. Alright. So we gotta work super hard for the next one. If we're gonna make it a 2-cycle. Alright, so the main thing for this phase is, like, you see this warding magic tentacle. You want to get rid of these. Because the more he has of these, the more resistance he has. Like a shield, his shield will have a lot more, how would you say, like, damage reduction towards you. The max I've ever seen was 700. So yeah, just keep getting rid of them. The piercing one, it lowers your defense, and the lowest defense I ever seen was like I had like -50, -50 def. So after he does it twice, come back over, sunshine again,
The skies burn.
automatically throw. Alright, so after that, I'm gonna have the adrenaline pot here. I gotta do this fast. If I want that 2 cycle. Alright, so I had the FSOA. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we got the 2 cycle. And Zuk fight is really not that bad. It's not as bad as you think it is.
Fall and burn to ash.
Right, just smoke cloud him.
Battle begins.
Try to build up to 100% with him. Throw your vulnerability bomb.
Beneath me.
If you had sunshine, you would have done it there.
Seer.
Alright, so as soon as you see a seer, just wait 2 hits. Then move.
The earth yields.
So as soon as he hits the ground, just surge back over. And it'll get rid of the debuff. And at the same time, it'll get rid of that burn also.
Bull's flame burns within me.
Alright, so just keep going.
The skies
So anticipate here, click him, and then you'll just surge back over it. It's not too hard.
of flame.
And it's the same repeatable thing. Just for this igneous one, stun. And just keep it moving. You know, regular DPS stuff.
Rise.
You don't have to do all that
Ranger.
bladed dive surge thing. You don't have to. You can omni this one. Make it fast.
Rise, mage of
Right.
embers.
Get inside his personal space. Break the shield. Burst this one down. Right.
Flames unending.
So, sunshine.
Treacherous dark.
Throw your Vaughn Bomb. Melee Prayer. And then just keep going, and every third attack he's going to do something. So the Geothermal Burn, you're not going to get too hurt by it if you're doing magic.
Sapphire.
Right, so that's 1, 2. Right, there we go. And Surge,
Before me.
and that's it. Keep it going. Right, so hit after his just resonance that hit. And then after that, he'll go into the same pizza phase.
Fall and
Right, so
burn
click on him,
to ash.
and then you'll just surge back over.
Warrior of flame.
And it's the same thing. It's going to be repeatable for a few times. Because the DPS is bad here, so it is what it is.
Rise, Ashen Ranger.
Right, so you're going to see how that seer, and you see how my life points is 79. This is where the super restores come in.
Rise, mage of
Right, so you
embers.
just drink 1, and then you should be okay for right now. Right, so this one you just get in his personal space, break the shield.
Ashes.
If you don't got sunshine again,
Treacherous dark.
right? Vulnerability, do this.
Break beneath me.
And you're pretty much just counting,
Man.
right? Alright, so that's 1. That's 2.
Tremble before
And that's 3.
me.
Right.
Die.
Alright, so res that. And that's really it. And you're just gonna continue this until he does it again.
Fall and burn to ash.
Right, so you see how I anticipate, so I negate that.
Flame.
And then here we go again. Alright, so you can smoke cloud him again,
Rise, Ashen Ranger.
and then move on. You can Omni this to get your HP back. Or if you get nervous, you can use your Excalibur. Alright, just surge back over.
Mage of Embers.
You could throw bleeds on it to destroy the shield faster. Alright, so when that's done,
Ending.
Sunshine again. You can renew your anime dead. Make it easier for you so you don't have to worry about it later.
Break beneath me.
Right?
Seer.
Alright, so that's 1, 2.
The earth yields to me.
Right, so you see how I'm super close to this one, but it's not hitting me.
Force flame.
And then just
burns
res.
within me.
So you gotta be super aware of like your placements. And you can just freedom to bleed if you have it on you. Alright, so anticipate again.
Consume you.
Flick them and just surge.
Rise, warrior of flame.
So we should be able to do 118k. We should be able to. Right, so after that's done, surge,
Rise, Ashen Ranger.
Omni. Extremely repeatable. It's extremely repeatable. Right? After he's done,
Rise, mage of
surge back
embers.
over. And getting his safe space. Alright, burst it down.
Flames unending.
Set up your sunshine.
The coward's trick at bad.
Make sure you got prayer.
Break beneath me.
Alright, and so the last phase is relatively simple. Alright, so we could just surge over.
Fall before my might.
Clear the bleed.
The
So you gotta be aware of that thing is still on the floor burning. And drink your super restores by this time to get your HP back up to full. So basically, like what I do, you can go crazy with like different methods, but you know the simple method is just run around.
nothing.
Right? So you don't want to ever res too early because you'll miss it. So res after like 1 or 2 hits. Right? So he'll like stall for like a second and then he'll start throwing them out again. And the more you get it down, the more of a faster rate he'll start throwing them. So since I have resonance is on cooldown, I gotta use barricade now. Or actually, it was perfectly right on time.
It awaits.
So just keep going for it. And you want to be aware to like your cooldowns. That's going to be something also you have to pay attention to. So yeah, you see how my resonance is on 10 seconds? So now I gotta really use barricade. And if you need to stall your run,
Burn to
and that's really it.
nothing.
Just continue down, continue bursting it. Yeah, we can go bigger here because we have resonance available. All right, so just resonance after 1 or 2 hits.
Oblivion awaits.
And that's really it. And for the last 20,000, you can just go all in. But you see how fast they're coming now? Yeah, so you got to be super aware.
The unworthy will burn. Impossible.
And that's really it. That's the whole Skal Zuk run. That's hard mode in a nutshell. That's it. That's how you do this boss. Alright, so the chest again. This is big boy chest. And yeah. You know, hopefully y'all enjoyed and catch y'all boys in the next one. That's it.
Oblivion awaits.
Nah, we got this. Nah, we got a blade. Nah. Let's go, your boy. Yes, your boy.
Impossible.
Nah, we got a hilt. It's your motherfucking boy, dog. Nice. Alright, now we got 2 pieces. Nah, we got 2 pieces. Nah, we got the blade! We got the blade, nah. We got the all 3 pieces, nah. Nah, let's get it, dog. Oh, shit. We got the blade. We got the blade. We got all 3 pieces, baby. We got all 3 pieces. Nice.